Today I'm going to be showing you how to create customized assignments for your students using ScoopPad. So you'll want to go to the ScoopPad website at www.scooppad.com and sign in. After you have signed in, click on your teacher dashboard. You'll see it at the top. It's like a little house. Click on it and go down to your teacher dashboard. Now you will see I have many different teachers here. It should only be your class that you would be seeing, and go ahead and hit that green select button to select your class. When you are in here, you see many different options to do within ScoopPad. What we are going to be looking at today are the assignments. It kind of looks like a little clipboard right here. Go ahead and click on assignments. When you do that, you're going to get to choose what kind of assignment you would like for your students to do. Today we're going to focus on a math assignment. So then you would click on math, and here it will show the other assignments you have already created for your class. If you've never created any assignments, nothing will be showing there. You won't see any. These are the other assignments that I had already created for this class. You'll go ahead and go to the plus sign and click Add Assignment. After you do that, you will see that you need to complete a few fields. So I am going to name this assignment counting. Okay. The description is where if you want to describe to the students exactly what this assignment is going to be. I'm going to put practice counting during this assignment. Start date, you can choose whichever start date you would like. When you click in the box, you'll see a calendar. I am going to say to start this, say September 1st. Maybe I want it to be due by September 30th, so maybe they have the whole month. You might choose to just have it one day. You might choose to have it for the entire first marking period. It's completely up to you how long you want the assignment to be active for. Then when we click in number of practices, you'll see over here it says each practice is 20 questions. So if I put 1 in there for one practice, then they would get 20 questions and then they would have completed the assignment. I'm going to want them to go back to this assignment several times. So I'm going to put that they have to complete 3 practices, which means for each practice they will have 20 questions. So I already know that my students then, when they have completed this assignment, they will have then done 60 questions about counting. Okay. Then we go down to the assign to. Now you can assign to all of your students by clicking this box, and then everyone that is in your class, every student that's assigned to your class, will have this same assignment show up on their student dashboard. Right? Or say you only have a few friends that need to practice counting. You can then just go in and check their names. I've decided that only a few of my students still need to practice counting, so I just clicked on the 6 students that I know still need to practice this skill. Okay, you can choose to do all students or you can choose individual students. The choice is yours. Then when we go down here to type, you can choose either self-paced or custom. Today we're going to focus on a custom assignment. So I'm going to click custom. When you do that, that allows you to choose the concepts that you're going to be working on. So self-paced is a generic assignment. They will be working on whatever ScoopPad thinks they need to be working on. Custom, you get to choose the concepts that they'll be working on. And again, since the assignment is called counting, that's my goal, is to have them practicing counting skills. So I'm going to click the green select concepts. When I do that, the box comes up where I get to add concepts from the concept bank. Now there are several options here. I can choose grade. So right now I'm pretending like I'm a first grade teacher. So it says grade 1. However, if I'm creating an assignment for my students who are on a kindergarten level, I could choose grade K and choose concepts. If they're on a second grade level, I could choose grade 2 and add concepts for grade 2. But if I want grade 1 students to be practicing the first grade counting skills, I would choose grade 1. Then I can go over here to standard and domain. I can choose to have all standards listed for me to choose from, or maybe since I know I'm focusing on just counting, I might want to go into number and operations in base 10 and just click for those concepts. And then we see my counting concepts appear. Another option that you have is you can go down to this little magnifying glass down here. You can click that and it will search. So I want to search for a concept that contains the word count. Okay, and I click find. Now I see the concepts within this domain that have the word count. If I come back over here and select all standards and I go down to search, it will now search all of grade 1 standards. So we're going to do it again, same concept contains in that word count, and I click find. Now I see all the first grade standards that include the word count. Okay, so maybe I want these students to focus on the skills count and review to 120, count forward by 1, count backward by 1, count to 120, count forward by 2s. I don't think they're quite ready for that yet, or counting backwards by 2s, but maybe I do want them to be able to count by 5s, count back by 5s, count forward by 10s, count back by 10s. But maybe they're not quite ready for the 2s yet. So I can just choose whichever concepts I want them to be practicing, wherever they are at, so I can differentiate for those students. Then I'm going to click the button at the bottom that says Add Concepts. Now, I do want you to know that if your screen has more than one page, if you click any concepts off this page and say I had 2 pages worth of concepts here, I would need to click Add Concepts after each page for them to add the concepts to the assignment. Okay, so I'm going to click the green Add Concepts. Now, if we look down here at the bottom, we see all the concepts that I just chose. And you can choose up to 10 concepts. So I only have 8. I could go back and choose 2 other concepts if I wanted to. Okay, or I could leave it just at those 8 concepts. Okay. If I decide as I'm looking over the concepts, you know what, they might not be ready to count backwards by 5s. I can click this red X right here and it will take it off. Now if we go down, we see I only have the 7 concepts. If I want to know more about the concept, I can click the magnifying glass, click the plus, and it'll give me an example of a sample question that the students would see. Okay. And after looking at that question, oh, count forwards by 5s. Again, here was the question. Oh, that means that it's actually going to be in the form of an addition sentence, addition equation. So I don't know that they're quite ready for that. You know what? I think I might go ahead and remove that count forward by 5s also. And if I click that X, come back down here, and now you see that I only have 6 skills. If I am happy with those 6 skills and I don't want to add any more skills, I can go ahead and click Save. And it'll say saved and assigned to those students. Now again, it'll only be assigned to those students that you checked off, unless you checked off the box for all students. You're going to click your OK, and then you'll come back and you will see now that this assignment has been added to your assignments. If I click on my counting assignment, I can then go ahead over here and I can see the trash can, which means I could delete the assignment, Or I can see the pencil. If I click on the pencil, that allows me to then go in and edit that assignment again. So maybe I've decided, you know what, I do want to add more concepts. Or maybe I've decided, do you know what, Emily doesn't really need to work on counting anymore. I can go ahead and take Emily off, but maybe put on a different student in their place. So I could click off Emily, but maybe Logan does need to work on this assignment. I can also come up here and I can change the due date. So say September 30th isn't enough time. I can go ahead and click my arrow and go over and pick October 8th if I would like. Okay. Maybe I've noticed that, you know what, they finished 3 practices really quick, but they still need to be practicing counting. So maybe I want to come in and I want to make it 4 practices. Right? And then they would get 20 more questions. And again, you would click Save, and that will save your assignment. Now I would like to show you what it's going to look like when the students log in to ScoopPad. So you can see this is Abigail's account here. Now when she logs in, she doesn't just have the generic reading practice and math practice that every student has. She also has a math assignment, and you can see at the bottom that it's counting, and it's by Mrs. Glover. So if she sees she has 4 more practice sessions to go, she hasn't done any of them yet, and she can see the due date. If she clicks Generate, I'll give you an example of what the math assignment will now look like. And it'll say we are generating a practice. This may take a minute. Click Launch when ready. If you click OK, then we see it turns orange and says Launch. So it is ready. So if we click that green Launch button, it'll say what number comes after 66. She will then type in here 67 and click Next. Then it'll give her another question. When counting by tens, what number comes before 60? So 60 minus 10, 50, click Next. Maybe she accidentally says what number comes before, or what number comes next with adding. Maybe she puts 7. If she clicks Next, it's not going to accept that. It's not accepting the answer because she has 2 boxes, this box and this box. So I'm going to put a 7 in here also and click Next. And you'll see that it says, oops, try again. So they want them to continue working hard, using that perseverance. Go back and try again if it's not right until you get the correct answer. Taking a look at this screen, we also see that Abigail can see that she is on question number 3 of 20, and that this is practice number 1, and that she can earn up to $40, 10 coins bonus, if you get all correct. Okay. Or say it's time to go to special and she didn't get finished, or it's time to switch to a different lesson, she can click the red exit button. And when she does that, it'll say, do you want to exit now? You can always return and complete the practice. Yes, I want to exit. And now you will see she hasn't finished it yet, but then when she goes back the next time and she clicks to do the problem, it's going to start her right out at question number 4. So it'll start her right where she left off. Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning how to create a customized assignment for your students today on ScoopPad. I hope you have fun creating lots of customized assignments in the future.